When Super Mario 3D World released back in 2013, it wasn't what I was hoping for. After New Super Mario Bros. U had launched, I was looking forward to playing another fully three-dimensional Mario game. I wanted something more akin to the Galaxy series. I would end up warming up to 3D World as I played it on the Wii U, however, so when 3D World and Bowser's Fury were announced for the Switch, I found myself more excited than I had been back in the Wii U era. Before I get into 3D World, however, let's talk about Bowser's Fury, the unexpectedly dark add-on included as part of this package. Bowser's Fury is the most experimental game I've seen Nintendo put out starring Mario since the US release of Super Mario Bros. 2, and that's both from a technical and a gameplay perspective. Bowser's Fury puts Mario in a new area called Lake Lapcat. Lake Lapcat is full of small islands, each of which contain several cat shines. Cat shines are similar to 64's and Galaxy's Power Stars, Sunshine's Shine Sprites, and Odyssey's Power Moons. In that way, Bowser's Fury is very similar to the three-dimensional Mario games I mentioned earlier. Unlike 3D World, Lake Lapcat is fully explorable, and the player has full control of the camera, making Bowser's Fury feel something like a mashup of 3D World and Super Mario Odyssey. The result is something that feels completely new, and as though it could quite possibly be showing us the future of Mario. Bowser's Fury runs on a cycle. Every so often, Bowser will emerge from the lake and begin raining hellfire on Mario. The first few times it happens, it's absolutely nerve-wracking. Trying to escape Bowser's Fury blasts while platforming and attempting to collect items is tough. The first few times I found a cat shine, thereby illuminating a nearby lighthouse and sending Bowser packing, I was relieved. Every so often, you'll gain enough cat shines to re-energize the Gigabell, turning our hero into his final form, Super Saiyan Meowio. Once you're both embiggened and catified, you'll take on Fury Bowser in a kaiju-style battle. The sheer scale of the fight is exhilarating and unlike anything I've ever seen in a Mario game. The first time this happened, I was grinning ear to ear. Each time you defeat Fury Bowser, you dispel more of the black goo he emerges from, revealing islands that were hidden underneath in the process. And it's here that you get a peek at what just might be the future of 3D Mario. Rather than breaking Bowser's Fury into smaller sections, the entire world is seamlessly connected, giving Mario the ability to freely travel between islands. No ships or paintings necessary. It's a refreshing take on 3D Mario, but one that I feel the Switch struggles to keep up with. In docked mode, Bowser's Fury mostly hits the 60 frames per second mark, at least until Fury Bowser shows up. Remember all that hellfire I mentioned? It can deliver a serious hit, not just to Mario, but to the game's performance as well. I noticed frame rate dips at numerous times throughout my playthrough, particularly when I was combating other enemies when Fury Bowser would appear. The performance would appear to be cut in half at times in docked mode. In portable mode, the frame rate is cut in half at all times, targeting 30 frames per second rather than the 60 you'll see on your TV. This led to me not wanting to play Bowser's Fury portably whatsoever. That isn't necessarily a terrible thing, however, as Bowser's Fury is pretty short, clocking in at around 3 or 4 hours if you want the 50 cat shines required to beat it, or about 6 to 10 if you want to get all 100. The length of Bowser's Fury is perfect to me. The cycle of exploring, finding cat shines, and fending off Fury Bowser ends before it overstays its welcome. The idea of Mario existing in a large open world is tantalizing, and I hope Nintendo polishes it into a proper, full game. And Bowser Jr. serves as the best way to include a co-op player in the action I've seen in a 3D Mario to date. I highly recommend Bowser's Fury to anyone that enjoys 3D Mario games. But that's only half the story, isn't it? The circumstances surrounding 3D World's launch couldn't be more different than the Wii U version. Nintendo's current console, the Switch, is a sales success. There's no 3D Mario to wait for. We already have Super Mario Odyssey. The stage is set for a different type of Mario game, and the 3D Land games are now distant enough of a memory to eliminate the fatigue some of us felt when the next big Mario game was a big screen version of a 3DS game. More importantly, 3D World is dramatically different from its original version from a gameplay perspective. The Switch version of 3D World increases movement speed for all characters. Mario and crew control so much better. In the original, walking was nearly pointless. Every character was incredibly slow, as though they were stuck in mud. Now everything feels so much better. Running is incredibly satisfying and thrilling, and walking actually has a point. It's amazing how much of a difference what a seemingly small change can make. Honestly, I'd be happy with 3D World if Nintendo stopped there. but they added online play, something that in this day and age is sorely appreciated. So, does online play work? Yes, you've been watching online play footage for nearly this entire review. I played through the majority of Super Mario 3D World online with a friend and experienced almost zero issues. Lag did appear on occasion, but never enough to negatively impact my opinion of how the game functions. Local multiplayer is still intact too, and you can even connect a second Switch for wireless local multiplayer, though I didn't have a second copy of the game to attempt that with. Unlike Bowser's Fury, 3D World performs just as well in handheld mode as it does docked, and that adds so much to this game. Picking up 3D World and playing it while watching TV or doing other things is really great, especially when you're online with friends. I found myself immersed in the game in a way I wasn't back in 2013. I enjoyed it so much, in fact, that a friend and I played through almost the entirety of the game in just one sitting. I've gone back and unlocked the hidden 5th character, and I can't wait to play some more with my kids. Overall, Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury make an excellent combination. One game we all know with some excellent quality of life improvements, and another shorter, more experimental experience that gives us a peek into what Nintendo envisions for the future of the iconic plumber. If you're looking for Mario's next great adventure, it's already here. Thanks for watching. That wraps up our review of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury for the Nintendo Switch. If you enjoyed this review, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to support us, we are fully Patreon funded. You can find out more about that over at patreon.com/gvgaming. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.